Hey, it's David. Just wrapped up my annual event with 1,500 powerful creators, taking them deep into the mechanics of quantum manifestation. If you've ever thought about somebody and then all of a sudden, 30 seconds later, they text you, that's not a coincidence. It's actually physics. You've entangled yourself with a part of your reality that's materializing into your life. Well, if you want to understand how to do this intentionally and transform your life, your relationships, your wealth, you're going to want to check out this episode. All right, guys, you've probably heard quantum entanglement talked about by physicists on podcasts or in YouTube videos where the host uses animations of dancing particles and talks about electrons moving through time and space. But here's the real question. How does this help you live a better life? How does this help you create more money or heal trauma or transform your identity, step into your purpose? If this was just some exotic math, I wouldn't waste your time with it. But this isn't exotic. It's fundamental. It's how reality actually works underneath the surface of your everyday experience. The patterns of your life, the synchronicities, the repeated struggles, the opportunities, the people who show up randomly, and the dramas you keep reenacting, they're all expressions of entanglement. So you're entangled with ideas, you're entangled with memories, with belief systems, you're entangled with emotional set points and with people and with communities, and you're entangled with collective fields. You're immersed in a web. It's a matrix of entanglement. And once you understand this, you stop feeling like life is happening to you, and you begin to realize life is happening through you and because of you. Now, quantum entanglement gives us the mechanism for how consciousness affects matter, and how emotion becomes experience, and how beliefs become physical reality. So let's start from the beginning. Quantum entanglement is one of the strangest discoveries in all of physics. So here's the simplest way to think about it. Two particles, say electrons, are created together. In this process, they become entangled, and their properties are linked. Even if you separate them, you could put one in New York and one in Tokyo. The moment you measure one, the other one reacts instantly. Not a millisecond later, not a fraction later, instantly. This means two things that disrupt everything we thought was true. Number one, distance doesn't matter. So the particles behave as if they're still touching each other. And time doesn't behave the way we think either. Right? The cause and the effect that we are used to experiencing in our life that happens here in reality actually doesn't have an interplay between these two pieces of entanglement. Einstein couldn't handle this. He believed the universe had to have rules, and quantum entanglement blew these rules apart, so he dismissed it. He said, look, it must be incomplete. There's something we haven't discovered here. This doesn't make any sense. But the experiments kept producing the same results. And today, entanglement is no longer controversial. It's one of the most verified phenomena in quantum physics. Scientists use entanglement right now to build quantum computers and quantum encryption systems. So this is real. It's not philosophy. It's not metaphysics. It's physics. Now, let's take this to the next step. If particles can be entangled, and you're made of particles, what does this mean for you? If entanglement happens at the smallest levels, meaning the quantum level, then at the human level, we're not just individuals walking around in separate little boxes, we're part of a shared field. Your emotions aren't isolated, your thoughts aren't isolated, your beliefs aren't isolated. You can think of humanity like an ocean, and every human consciousness is a drop in that ocean. And in the ocean, waves and currents form. And so fear is a current, scarcity is a current, chaos is a current. But so are love, creativity, joy, hope, abundance. So when a strong emotional or belief-based field is activated, people can become entangled with it. So this isn't some sort of poetry. This is literally how nervous systems synchronize. And we have research. There's research that proves that groups synchronize breathing and heart rhythms when they're put together, right? Emotional contagion is a documented phenomenon. Communities amplify each other's stress or calm. Social groups share beliefs faster than viruses spread. And powerful forces in the world understand this. You don't have to use the word entanglement to leverage entanglement. If you want to control a population, you inject fear into the ocean, right? Fear entangles people with survival consciousness. The survival consciousness narrows perception, and narrowed perception is easy to manipulate. And this has been happening for centuries. So fear keeps people reactive, overwhelmed, and unable to access their higher intelligence. Why? Because they're entangled with the wrong current. But here's the good news. You're not stuck in that current. You can move to a different one. You can change what you're entangled with. And that's where your personal power begins. So I want to zoom in here for a second. How does entanglement show up in your life specifically? Well, it shows up in something called entrainment. You've heard me talk about this. You can put multiple grandfather clocks in a room and their pendulums start to synchronize. Put people in a room, their heart rates start to synchronize, brain waves synchronize. Put a bunch of women in a dorm room and their menstrual cycles will synchronize. Humans are built to synchronize. And this is why you feel drained around certain people and energized around others. This is why stepping into certain environments instantly changes how you feel. And this is why trauma can be inherited, and so can wealth consciousness, so can self-worth. That's all entanglement. But here's the empowering part. Your beliefs, your emotional baseline, your internal language, your state of being, those are signals. And when that signal stabilizes, it becomes the dominant vibration in your personal field. That's why belief work and trauma healing and nervous system regulation, all the work that we do isn't just self-help. It's not just mindset. This is how you broadcast into the field. When you stabilize a coherent state like love or clarity or gratitude or abundance or power in your nervous system, you stop being dragged by low frequency currents. And instead, things begin to entrain to you. Opportunities, people, ideas, resources, synchronicities. So this is how you consciously create your life. You broadcast, and the field reorganizes around that broadcast. And sometimes it shows up in ways that feel like magic, which brings me to the classic example, because this has happened to you. It's happened to everyone. You're driving or you're cooking or you're sitting quietly and you think of someone you haven't talked to in months, and then the phone rings or a text comes through and you say, "Oh my God, I was just thinking about you." Well, here's what's actually happening. Your thought of that person is not an isolated electrical signal in your skull. Thoughts exist in the field. They are vibrations, frequencies, patterns of energy. And when you think deeply of someone, you're tuning to their frequency signature in the field. And what looks like a linear sequence, like I thought of them and they called me, is actually occurring just like quantum entanglement outside of space and time. So it's a single connection happening outside of a time, expressing itself inside of time as two related physical events. Because sometimes you think to yourself, like, how did this actually happen? I was just thinking about Steven and I ran into him at the grocery store, but he had to have made decisions before I even thought of him in order for us to rendezvous here. That's quantum entanglement. You aren't creating the phone call. You're noticing a deeper coordination. Entanglement expresses through synchronicity, and time confuses us because time is not what we think it is. Time is a coordinate. It's not a linear conveyor belt. Space is not what we think it is either. Distance does not mean disconnection. You're experiencing one small slice of a much more interconnected reality. And sometimes you glimpse the underlying fabric. Hey, real quick, it's David interrupting myself. We are opening up a few spots on our calendar for coaches, consultants, entrepreneurs, and service providers who are serious about growing their business this year and interested in working directly with me and my team. So our programs are by application only. We're extremely selective about who we work with, but if you want me, my coaches, and our team of experts who are actively in the trenches building our business every day to become your strategic advisors as you're growing and scaling, click the link in the show notes or go to davidbusinessplan.com to apply and schedule a call. So we'll explore if working together is a fit and help you create a plan for more predictability, more cash flow, and more impact this year using the same proven frameworks behind over 1,000 plus client success stories and over $50 million in revenue in our own business. So spots are limited. Check out the link, schedule your call, and now back to the episode. And that brings me to a personal example that illustrates this perfectly. About 18 months ago, I tuned into a thought and I shared it with my wife, and it didn't make any sense at the time, but I told Carol, I was like, hey, you know what? Like, I think we're going to build a new currency at some point. And she's like, well, that's nice, babe. And I went on with things, and I go to 12-step meetings. I've shared about my alcohol and drug and sex addiction. I work my recovery program. And I developed a friendship with a guy at one of my meetings, and he needed some coaching and mentorship. He started listening to the podcast. I was supporting him through a difficult time. And I had a conversation with him where he said, hey, I really love what you're building. You need to meet my friend. I said, okay, cool. So eventually his friend visits where I live, which is in Puerto Rico. I have lunch with his friend, and his friend says, hey, our mutual buddy has been telling me about what you're up to. Have you ever thought about launching a cryptocurrency? Like, you could create a utility token that your community could start to use that would allow them benefits for being a part of the community. And ultimately, it could be a new economic token that could run the entire ecosystem or new economic model that you envision developing. And I was like, wow, this is absolutely incredible, right? I didn't force it. I didn't chase it. I simply held the idea. I felt into it. I spent some time visualizing it and daydreaming about it. And then I end up meeting this guy, right? And it all started out with zero connection to my business. I wasn't trying to figure this out. It was actually figuring itself out through me, right? I didn't network my way into it. But the deeper principle here is entanglement. This is entanglement. I held a thought with emotional clarity, and the field reorganized around it. And I became entangled with the exact person who already existed in that vibrational possibility that could help me make my vision a reality. So from the outside, it looks random. But from the inside, once you understand entanglement, you realize nothing is random. Now, let's take this to the next level, right? Again, think of your life as an ocean with countless intertwining currents. And each current is a dimension of possibility. There's a dimension where your life is defined by struggle. There's a dimension where you constantly overwork and never get ahead. There's a dimension where you're surrounded by the wrong people, a dimension where anxiety is your baseline. But there are other dimensions too. There's a dimension where abundance flows to you easily. There's a dimension where you meet the right people at the right time. There's a dimension where you feel guided, aligned, and supported. Another one where you're living your purpose and life is responding to you. Here's the key. Your reality is not who you are. It's the dimension that you've settled into because of the entanglements that you're aligning with. Your beliefs, your emotional patterns, your reactions, your assumptions about yourself and the world, those become the coordinates that tune you into a specific stream of reality. But there are almost infinite rails, infinite streams across 8 billion people. And here's the most empowering truth. You can teleport. Not in some sort of sci-fi form with wormholes and portals. You teleport by changing your frequency. You change your thoughts and you stabilize into a new emotional baseline. And then as your frequency changes, your entanglements change. And when your entanglements change, the stream changes. And when your stream changes, your life changes. So this isn't metaphorical, it's actual physics expressed through consciousness. So how do you know which dimension that you've tuned into right now? Well, look at your life. Look at your repeated experiences, your money patterns, your relationship patterns, your emotional patterns. Now here's the move. Notice your reaction to the patterns that you're observing in your life. Because most people think my reaction is happening because I'm in this stream. But the truth is, your reaction is the frequency that brought you into the stream in the first place. So if scarcity shows up in your life, notice the thoughts that sort of automatically occur. Things never work out for me. I always get screwed. Money's hard to make. Those thoughts are not reactions to your stream. Those are thoughts that have anchored and entangled you into the scarcity stream. It's the same thing with relationships and the same thing with opportunities, health, purpose, whatever it is, your reaction is actually your broadcast. And the field gives you more of what you broadcast. This is why you have to become aware of how you truly think, not what you say you believe. So let's make this practical. Here's a very simple exercise that begins the process of what I would call dimensional shifting. You just do this for 24 hours. Step 1, awareness. Pick one area of your life, money, relationships, health, purpose, whatever. And write down every recurring negative reaction or thought that arises in that area of your life. Every time you say, always this, never that, that's just how things are, every resentment, every fear-based narrative, because these are not reactions, these are frequencies, right? Step 2 is recode the frequency. So for each belief, ask, hey, if this thought is locking me into this dimension, what's a different thought that would move me into the dimension that I want? And define a new thought, right? Not in deluding yourself, but creating a new possibility. You know, an example is like, if you're reacting to your life and you're in this frequency or dimension of, I can never get ahead, well, redefine that frequency with something like, life is orchestrating opportunities for me even when I can't see them yet. That's the stream that you want to be in. Or let's say your reaction to your life is, people always disappoint me. Well, come up with a recode, which is, I'm learning to attract and recognize relationships that honor who I am, right? If you feel like you're behind, and so your stream is reflecting that back to you, then instead decide, I'm exactly where I need to be for the next breakthrough that I'm looking for, okay? Step 3 is embodiment. You just spend 5 minutes a day feeling what it would feel like if the new belief were already true. Because remember, emotion is the broadcast. Like, your feelings are the frequency. And so this is how you shift dimensions. This is how you start to entangle with a higher dimension. And you're holding that feeling. You're building it into your nervous system. You're letting your nervous system memorize it. And if you do this consistently, a couple of minutes a day, your outer life will begin to synchronize with it, because the field always reorganizes around the signal that you stabilize in your nervous system. So we started with this weird thing in physics called quantum entanglement, right? Two particles that stay connected no matter how far apart they are. And the moment you affect one, the other responds. And we've taken that from the lab into your life. We've looked at how humanity functions like an entangled field, how fear and scarcity and division can move through that field, and how powerful forces in the world take advantage of that. And we talked about you as a creator, that you're not just reacting to the field, you're actually broadcasting into it all the time through your beliefs, your emotional state, your self-talk. And we talked about dimensions or streams of reality, that your current circumstances aren't some fixed verdict on your life. They're just the result of what you've been entangled with up until now. And if that's true, then you're not trapped. You can choose a different stream. If you remember nothing else from this episode, remember this. You are not stuck in one version of reality. You are tuned to one version of reality. Change your thoughts and your emotions, and you change the channel. And that's not magic. That's the deeper mechanics of a universe that is more connected than we were ever taught. So if this landed with you, if this helped you see your life, your patterns, your power through a different lens, do me a favor. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're following along on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Same thing on the audio platforms. Leave me a comment. I try to read as many of them as possible. And, if there's somebody who you feel like needs to hear this message, well, you're probably entangled with them. Pay it forward, share a link to this episode, because the more of us who understand this, the less we get pulled around by fear and scarcity, and the more we start consciously creating a different field for humanity to live in. So thanks for hanging with me in this episode. I love sharing this with you, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, it's David. Hop on over to davidbear.com. Click right here. There's also a link in the show notes, and sign up for our newsletter. You'll get immediate access to my free Mind Hack ebook, as well as a couple of trainings to help you master the inner game. This is a great way to stay informed and be a part of our community and be notified of special announcements. Click below, head on over to the website, get subscribed. If you loved this video, make sure you check out this one or this one, and I will see you in the next video.